3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Welcome to At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
yes, we have a great show for you this week. Hey. So just try to be a little more positive.
No.
What else is new, people? Anyways, we got, like I said, we got a great show. We're going to talk about Roman Reigns calling his shot like Babe Ruth. We're going to talk about NXT 2.0 having low ratings this week, under or barely above 600,000, which I was part of, and
for some
Travis
reason.
was not.
Yeah,
No
for
surprise
some reason
there.
that's important that we talk about that for some reason. Whatever.
And we're going to talk about something that happened to Roman Reigns for the first time in 2 years. But let's start off with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns declaring that he's in the main event of WrestleMania before anything happens is just quite... honestly makes total sense with the year that Roman Reigns has had. I'm not going to argue with him.
Yeah, for once, he's actually worthy of Superstar of the Year.
Yeah. Because for those of you who have been living underneath a rock, SmackDown is basically the Tribal Chief show.
Yeah.
Basically.
And Roman Reigns has had one hell of a year.
Yeah. And not to mention this, but Roman Reigns has had one hell of a year, and plus with Survivor Series this year being the 25th anniversary of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's WWE debut, could we possibly see a build-up to that match?
Potentially. I highly doubt it. I don't know if Dwayne is scheduled to be at Survivor Series in 17 days or something?
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, a week from Sunday is Survivor Series.
Yep.
And it's, like you said, 25th anniversary of Dwayne's debut. I don't know if we're scheduled to see him. I wouldn't be surprised if we did, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't.
Yeah,
I just hope that Roman Reigns isn't getting a big head.
Well, I mean, considering the year that this man has, it's kind of very likely.
Yeah, I get that. The Bloodline is rolling over SmackDown, even though they have King Woods. Don't worry about that. But I think that now Roman Reigns has reached a point in his career where him being eligible for the main event is very likely. And honestly, if he's fighting Dwayne, it deserves the main event. So we all know how CM Punk felt about Dwayne and John Cena main eventing WrestleMania. And Roman's main evented when he's defeated The Undertaker and stuff like that. Because main event is the last match on the card.
But hang on. Speaking of this, and this is an interesting fact, I have actually heard that when The Undertaker wanted the streak to end, that he wanted Roman Reigns to do it, not Brock.
I did see that on Ringside News earlier today, actually. I probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I'm just gonna be real with all you people out here, is that Roman Reigns saying that he's gonna main event WrestleMania, it seems more likely to happen, considering that every person who has challenged him for the Universal title has not won the
Yeah,
title.
but only time will tell if that happens.
If
Until then, let's take a quick break. And we're back. For our second segment, we're going to talk about NXT 2.0's poor ratings this week. Like, they were legitimately poor, like, barely breaking 600,000, which for a
is
TV show is
just
not good.
no, it's just basically it's back in the day when Monday Night Raw was actually a total piece of poop.
Well, that's because of Big Vinnie Mac, and with him being in control of NXT 2.0, honestly, not that surprising that it's underperforming.
No, but
And
to be honest, I hate to say this, but with NXT releasing, but WWE just releasing people, and just in general, I'm not so sure if I were a wrestler, if I'd even want to go to WWE, or to be honest.
yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but also like
Yeah, I
I've been
know.
telling you for weeks,
yeah,
NXT WWE is my first love of wrestling.
yeah. Just let's move on.
Well, dude, we still got like 4 minutes on this
Yeah,
segment.
okay. Anyway, I think that NXT having low ratings, I personally, I've never really understood why that's an important thing that Ringside News or anything honestly really needs to cover.
Well, it's because for a while that NXT was like WWE's most popular show.
I
And I
think,
think a big factor in that was the fact that it was under the direction of Paul Levesque, aka Triple H. With him out because of surgery, it's
yeah,
kind of,
on its deathbed.
yeah, like I hope he gets back and sees what his father-in-law has done to it, and he's just like,
What the hell, Vince?
let me take the reins back. I know I was okay with the rebrand, but it's not working. We need to bring back the black and gold. I know we were going for a more developmental feel with this, but it's
what the hell?
clearly not working.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, from the stuff that I have seen from NXT, I think the stage is okay. From the match quality seems to be the usual NXT good match quality, which I'm glad they're keeping that, but it just seems like weird. Like bizarre. It seems like they just took the NXT logo and just like the NXT logo over with the spray paint. That's just honestly, if you ask me, I think that's
Paint
very
splatter,
lazy.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and like some of their like naming wrestlers' decisions is also kind of interesting. Like Braun Breaker or whatever. That's the son of Scott Steiner's brother Rick. And
Yeah.
like, why couldn't they call him like Braun Steiner or something? We just lost to Braun Strowman. We need another someone with the initials BS, so why not just make it Braun Steiner?
Uh,
Which the rebrand in general is kind of BS, in my opinion.
why do you say that?
It's clearly not working.
Yeah.
Like, think about it this way. In
Okay.
the debut of NXT 2.0, the
Uh-huh.
main event wasn't the NXT title match, it was a wedding.
Yeah,
A wedding main evented the first episode of NXT 2.0.
which, if I remember correctly, and feel free to correct me. You know what? I don't care if you correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that wedding actually be like the first pro wrestling wedding to not end in complete total shenanigans?
That's because the entire wedding in general was chaos.
Uh,
Like, legitimately, I don't want to think about that anymore. It's weird, and like Gargano and Loomis weren't friends, but now they're all buddy buddy. Like Indy's his stepdaughter or something, and it's really weird. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the future, hashtag bring back black and gold starts trending.
yeah, and this is just one more thing that I just thought I discussed is have you honestly felt that they have since NXT has become the spray paint version that they've actually treated their championships, especially all their championships, especially the NXT championship, with the history that it has, or not really?
Honestly, probably not. I
Yeah,
don't think so.
yeah,
And with
agree.
that, we have 20 seconds left. Let's take a short break before we go to our final segment. And for our final topic, which, due to things we had to change, Roman Reigns, for the first time in 698 days.
AKA 2 years.
Yeah, thank you for interrupting me, Dickweed.
Thank you.
He lost a match on Friday Night SmackDown.
Well,
And
yeah, I would have.
yeah,
I mean,
I know what you're gonna say. Well, we didn't get pinners admit. There's something called disqualification.
right.
The Usos attacked King Woods, and thus, due to outside interference, Roman Reigns was disqualified,
I mean,
meaning he lost
yeah,
the
yeah.
match.
Meaning, yeah, he lost the match. But to be honest with you, with the tribal chief, I really don't think that matters for the tribal chief at all.
I know it doesn't matter, but that doesn't change what I'm saying is any less
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Move on.
Dude, this is the last segment. We can't move on from this. If I move on, we're gonna have the
okay.
shortest third segment yet.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so Roman Reigns lost a match by disqualification, which, to be honest, I will admit that was kind of an odd way to end his streak. I mean, you would think the Usos would want to help him, I don't know, remain undefeated or something?
I think they were trying, but the referee caught them, and it's not cheating if you don't get caught. The Usos got caught.
Yeah, come on, Usos. They should have known better.
Yeah, but like, since they technically are sort of protecting his beastness, if that's even a word,
I guess it's
by
Samoan
not having
business.
him lose by pinfall or submission. He lost via DQ, which I don't think hinders the character's strength.
Yeah,
I think it gets him prepared to just beat whoever's next on the tribal chief's radar, you know?
honestly, this is just something that I'm gonna say, which is, and that's just a fact, is that I kind of wish they did this stuff with the Fiend.
Yeah, like, but they sort of did something like that with the Fiend, and it backfired.
Yeah, but this is just how I see now that Roman Reigns, yeah, sure, lost by disqualification. I feel like, and this is just a theory that I'm having, is is this gonna set up Xavier Woods at the day one pay per view that is going to be happening in Atlanta for Xavier to challenge him for the WWE Championship?
Wait.
Uh,
Day one pay per view. What?
Yeah, they're not having, this is news. This has been for a while. They are not having a pay per view at the end of this year. They are having a pay per view on New Year's Day called Day One in Atlanta.
Okay, that is news to me. That I have not heard of before.
Yes,
So they're not having TLC this year, is what you're saying.
pretty much. Yeah, TLC is pretty much done for some reason.
Yeah, that's interesting. For once, Travis told me some news I actually hadn't heard from Ringside News.
Yeah, don't trust Ringside News on everything.
Yeah, but they are pretty reliable. They
Yeah,
reported about the Hardys' return at WrestleMania the day it happened.
yeah, but this is just something that I will say is that my best guess is with Xavier Woods getting this like main event like push, could he possibly be the one to could he possibly get a universal title shot against
He is
the
the
Triple H?
only member of the New Day to not win a world championship.
I mean,
Everyone remembers Trophy Mania.
yes,
Biggie is the current WWE champion.
yes,
So what if King Woods becomes the WWE Universal Champion, which makes him the king of the universe?
and this is just something, but what if, and this is just something I kind of want to see, but with Roman Reigns technically taking technically taking Xavier Woods' crown, I think that they should do Xavier Woods puts his crown on the line and
Crown
Roman,
versus title?
yes,
Alright, I say we table that for later because we got less than a minute left. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week with more debates, disagreements, and butting heads. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.